Now, this is the last question because I'm already over your time. We had a great conversation before, and
We did.
always the best conversations are the ones I don't record.
That's fine.
So
That's
one day when I'm ready to retire, all those will go off.
fine.
But so I'm going to be totally honest with you. I'm not a big fan of PLCs, and
Mhm.
I will tell you why.
Okay.
And it's not because I don't think they work,
No, I
but
know.
because
Yep.
of the experience. And so I know. And is it fair to say you, before I get into it, would you say like you think they're actually really effective? Like, do you think they can be effective? Sorry.
Without, with every bone in my body.
Okay. So this is where I'm not saying PLCs suck,
Mhm.
but I am saying when I was a teacher and I went through PLCs, they sucked.
I
And
believe.
this is my belief system. This is why you can like so I'm gonna let you talk me into why PLCs are so effective. Because I think an administrator went to a conference and they said PLCs are awesome. They work for our school. You should do them. And then someone just said, yeah. And then they just had no clue how to implement them. We didn't understand why we were doing it. It's like somebody saw something. So a lot of times, I think things get really, a bad name for themselves because it's like a version that you just heard this work, but you don't really kind of work through it or maybe even make it personalized to the community to understanding you don't change any of those things. So that's why I'm like not I will never say PLCs are terrible, but they can have a very terrible name because of poor implementation. Is that a fair statement?
I totally agree with you.
Yeah. So tell me like so why do you think so convince me because I'm willing to be convinced like why do you think they're so great for what happens in schools?
Well, I think you kind of answered your own question in a way. It's not that they're not great. It's that typically
Mhm.
they don't go the way they need to go. And
Right.
that's what makes them not great.
Right.
Um, PLCs, when there is a system in place, when it is rolled out systematically
Right.
with protocols, and we take assumptions off the table that teachers know how to do it, and when there is a clear definition of what they are and what they are not, then you are
Mhm.
laying the groundwork for them to run autonomously and for teachers to truly use it as a time to have student-centered, focused conversations.
Mhm.
Now, you might have leaders and teachers who say, "Oh yeah, we do that. We have student-centered conversations." My question would then be, okay, so what does that look like? Are we analyzing data and collectively creating next steps? Are we coming back to the table to
Mhm.
say what's working and what's not? Are we looking at skills, or are we just lesson planning? PLCs are not just about lesson planning,
Mhm.
but they are about co-creating a design, a lesson design based on what we see students need after we analyze student work. I mean, it's all about how are we rolling them out, and then not just that, but how are we sustaining the continuation of them to be impactful and effective. I came from a school where they were astronomically impactful.
Impactful.
And that's where I learned how to analyze data and look at student work and make these kind of decisions. When you don't have that, then yeah, don't waste your time. I would tell anybody, don't do PLCs just to do them. Don't waste your time or your energy or your resources.